Michael Pugliese, infamous Michael Pugliese, owner of Circadia by Dr. Pugliese. Michael is the most amazing educator and product formulator. And the best thing about Michael is he shares his passion freely and with all the estheticians. He's literally educated thousands of estheticians. And I admire him so much. He's one of my heroes. He's my skincare hero.
You're making me blush. You're too sweet. Aw, thank you.
I love him.
Aw,
So,
I love you too.
thank you. So today we're going to talk a little bit with Michael about his incredible brand, the philosophy behind Circadia, and why education is so important to the brand, and just about why and how he became such an amazing educator.
Yes. It's an amazing story.
Yes, it is.
So this company, Circadia, by Dr. Pugliese, was founded in 2001. My grandfather started this brand after decades of research and development for other companies. He started his career as a physician in the 50s, but then in the early 70s started doing clinical research and formulary development for a number of other companies. He joined what's called the Society of Cosmetic Chemists in 1971, and things just kind of snowballed for him from there, and worked with so many of the other pioneers and industry leaders over those decades. But it wasn't until the mid to late 90s that he started conceptualizing products for his own brand. And when he did that, he really wanted to come up with something unique, and he based it on the principles of chronobiology and therefore circadian rhythms. And the term Circadia was born. And that's what we based the brand on, is circadian rhythms. So he started with just a handful of products, things for protecting during the day and repairing in the evening. And then I came along in 2004, and really it was a small brand. There was not a lot going on with the product, as he still had his own very successful research and development company at that time. My mother was an owner of the company, my uncle as well. They had publishing, they had contract manufacturing. So everybody was incredibly busy with what they were doing. And this really was not getting the attention that it deserved or really could use. So when I came on, they really wanted me to kind of help to spearhead some of that.
Yeah.
They didn't just hand me the keys to the car.
Right.
I wasn't driving everything right out of the way. I was actually packing boxes for a good while in the beginning. But
yeah, we all have experience.
we all had to
Got to start somewhere.
Start at the ground level.
Yeah.
But it really helped to ignite my passion for this, and realize what a special thing it was that I was involved with and what I was doing and to get into. So I really valued and appreciated what it was, and then from there it just turned into the education and working with the estheticians and working with the clients, and just it ended up being what it is today.
Yes. Yeah. In great part to you, Michael.
Oh, thank you.
Really, he's just taken the industry by storm. His products are so results oriented. When he's talking about repairing at night, I remember when I came on board, I think I became the distributor for Circadia in 2008?
I think it was before that. I think it was like 7, maybe
2007. Yeah, maybe a long time ago.
Yeah.
We'll just say that.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Well, he sent me the Circadia Nighttime Repair Plus, and I think that's how I got addicted.
I think we met at one of the shows. We were right next to each other.
Yes.
And I think
at the Face and Body at the Moscone Center.
Yes.
And Doc was there.
Yes, he was.
And I listened to him talk for 3 days, and I was like, this brand needs to be with me.
Yes.
So it was a very exciting time, and we worked together for so many years.
Many years.
And my whole esthetician family, all of my customers just so appreciate Michael. I mean, just today in my booth, I think we had probably 30 estheticians say, I just came from Michael's class. Wow. Oh my God, he's the best educator.
Saying they come to Las Vegas just to hear you.
I blush when I hear these things.
Okay, so I know that we have some new and exciting things coming, but
yes.
What do you think right now, if you had to pick like your favorite treatment and your favorite product, what would you say right now?
Right now, at this exact moment in time, I am absolutely in love with a couple of our newer launches as far as the masks. The Australian Superberry Antioxidant Mask is incredible. We've had that one out for about a year or so. The Marshmallow Whip Hydrating Mask is absolutely incredible.
It's delicious.
The Caviar Lime and Passion Fruit Enzyme Mask. I mean, all of these are just incredible. But what's so great about them is that they're very versatile. You can use them in conjunction with things that have been staples in the line for years. Our oxygen treatment, our gel-based peels, things that aren't super aggressive but still are kind of clinical.
And you can mix them together too.
You can mix them together. We have advanced mixology concepts.
Yes.
So what we've done over the last couple of years is really create a lot of flexibility with the brand so that the informed and educated esthetician can kind of customize these individual treatment options for what's best for their client.
Yeah.
And just seeing how well our clients and the industry and new potential clients have responded to that has kind of spurred the next wave of development for us. Even our firming peptide mask, which is an albumin base, and albumin's been around for a long time. There's a number of other brands that use this, and it creates that compression tightening effect.
Right.
But people are really loving the fact that we can do that in conjunction with some of these other masks and even modalities.
Yeah.
Even using it with things like microcurrent, with microdermabrasion.
I love microcurrent and the peptide firming
It's
mask
incredible.
Together. It's my go-to before every trade show.
It gives you that immediate tightening effect. You're red carpet ready.
Yeah.
People absolutely love it.
It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous treatment. And so I know we're working, I don't know if you want to hint or you want to talk about whatever's coming, but we do have some new products coming, so we're so excited.
We have some brand new launches that unfortunately I can't quite talk about one of them just yet, but it's coming soon. What I'm really excited to talk about soon is some new things. I was just at the SEC, Society of Cosmetic Chemists annual meeting.
Yeah.
And we've got some really interesting things in development phase currently. The microbiome is something that people have been talking about for a few years. Rebecca James Gadberry, who's a very good friend of mine and a mentor and an educator of mine for the industry in general, started talking about this a long time ago. It's exploding as far as a concept in the industry. In fact, there was just a symposium on just the skin microbiome in Boston last month. But hearing what the formulators of ingredients are talking about now, this is going to be the next big thing. So we're really looking at how we can work with these ingredient technologies, and it's really not fully understood exactly what's going on with the skin microbiome. We know it's related to internal dietary intake, gut.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that we do know that we can help to improve overall the skin microbiome and how it reacts and responds with the rest of the layers of the skin. So that's something that we're focusing on when it comes to development. Blue light treatment. Blue light, which is high energy visible light. There's a very specific wavelength that's in between about 400. Actually, it's between 410 and 420 that can be quite damaging, and this is coming from our devices, from phones, from inside light, from computer screens, from televisions. It's creating very specific types of free radicals. It's creating collagenases, which are damaging our collagen. And these are things that we're all in front of all the time.
Right, all the time.
You're looking at one right now. As you're watching this video, you're damaging your skin. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Good thing we have Circadia product.
Exactly. But there's so much new technology available and new things that are coming out that can actually help to protect against this very specific type of light damage, because truth be told, sunscreens don't do it. Not physical, not chemical screens. They're not protecting us from this particular wavelength. So that's going to be something that all of you are going to be hearing more and more and more about as the next year or next wave of development comes. Also, I think something really exciting that you're going to continue to hear about is cell-to-cell communication. We've been talking about it. We have products centered around it. But the idea of cytokines and cellular communication networks internally within the multiple layers of the skin, the epidermis and the dermis, that's only going to continue to get bigger. So those are all things that we're currently working on right now.
All super exciting. I mean, it's so fitting for the generation that's coming up.
Yeah.
Everybody that's constantly looking at their devices. I can see a lot of energy going into solving that problem.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
as we walk around like this. So.
Constantly, it really is. I mean, and people are spending more time than ever exposed to those devices.
Yeah.
And it's also, it's
I
not
sit in
just,
front of a computer all day, unfortunately.
if you're not in front of a computer, you're checking your email.
Yeah.
And you're doing it at late at night, which is another thing that we've all got to be cautious
With our
of.
sleep patterns. Yeah.
Circadian
our
rhythms. That
yeah.
blue light is throwing off our circadian rhythm constantly. So
Don't sleep with your phone in your room.
Yeah, make sure you're watching this video during the day and not too late at night.
Leave it on the windowsill in the kitchen.
If you're watching this at night, past 9:30, turn it off. Put it down.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Michael.
Oh,
so
you're welcome.
I want to talk just a little bit right before we go, just about our partnership
Yes.
and how much I appreciate
Our amazing
it.
partnership.
Yes. We've been together for, I don't know, since 2006 around. So
Yeah.
We've grown together, and like I said, you're my skincare
Oh,
hero.
well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's been an amazing partnership.
Yeah.
You and now
Third generation.
The third generation coming in.
It's
It's
coming,
been amazing.
and I'm
Jullea.
leaving. Not for a long time.
Not going far.
And someday.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you ladies coming over and visiting. And thank you all for tuning in
Yeah.
and watching with us today.
All right. Thanks,
Thanks,
Michael.
honey. Thank you.
All right. Bye.